Hello, it's Nikki. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about jealousy because we can use jealousy for good. I know it's one of those things that most of us shouldn't admit to feeling because, people get very uncomfortable if we say that we're jealous of something. And there's all this sort of righteous behavior of we should just be grateful for what we've got and be patient and be pleased for other people. And yes, that can all be true at the same time. But also we can have those feelings. And I've really noticed it with my children, that sometimes those feelings come up, and I'm really trying to parent in that open dialogue place of all feelings are fine. Let's talk about them. Let's get to know them. And so we can do something with them. So I was having a conversation the other day with my 8-year-old. And I think there is a turning point from my own observation. I'm sure a psychologist would also say different and maybe some same things as well. But around 7 and 8, when they go into the junior school, I really noticed a shift with my son and his pals. And this is the point where they really begin to separate from you as the parent. And their world is much more open to different things. So when you take your 2-year-old to a play group, even though other people are there, even though your child can maybe speak or not at that point, your 2-year-old is not saying, can you get me a t-shirt like them? Or they have this kind of organic puree. Can we have that? They're not saying that. But by 7 or 8, they're really getting to know what is going on in other people's lives, what people are allowed to do or not. And there's lots of interesting discussion at the moment. And I was talking to him the other day about jealousy and patience and how you can use them. So I am personally, because I've done a lot of work around it, I am personally a big fan of jealousy. Now, please know, if I ever have that feeling of jealousy, I'm not acting on it. I'm not kind of sabotaging stuff or doing anything bad or mistreating anybody. But it's so interesting for me because when I get those feelings of jealousy of like, what was that? We know it. We know that feeling and how it shows up for ourselves. The first thing I have to recognize is my body and the way that I am responding is showing me that that is something that I want. That is something that I am connected with. That is something that is piquing my interest, and it's an indication to explore further. What do I mean by this? I have to recognize those feelings quick, smart, and get into the detail. So if I have that feeling of jealousy, I then invite myself to say, what is it about that situation that I would like? What's going on? What's my version here? And I bring all of the feelings to the surface and I say, oh, right, okay, so it's this, and I'd like it to come through in this way, and this is my version. And then what I invite myself to do next, which again, I'm inviting you to do, is to clear that, to get rid of those blocks. So I don't sit in that place of, I feel really jealous of them. That's not fair. Why did they get that? Everybody's faster than me, blah, 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 blah. All of that victim stuff. I move it to the side and I immediately then focus on what I can do. So what do I need to do in order for me to become or be or have or feel, whatever it is, that thing? And I then bring it back to myself. So the jealousy has meant that I've identified that it's something that's important to me. And then it's a sign, right, you need to crack on, because if you want this thing, it's not just going to automatically happen. You have to put yourself in the game with this. People can get stuck in this feeling of jealousy and then not doing anything with it for years. And maybe you've heard this in various conversations. People saying it's all right for her, this happened, I was going to do that, but somebody took the opportunity away from me. Whatever it is, people hold on to these stories and run with them for years. So I want to invite you, A, to notice what's going on today if you have that jealousy feeling. And B, notice those old stories that you are bringing front and center to your conversation, which might actually be blocking the opportunity, which is literally round the corner, about to come into your life. I hope that's been useful. Let me know what came up for you. If you want to create a plan and get going and do some great cool stuff, go to my Work With Me page. I would love to help you and support you. I work online, I work in person in central London. Send me a message, get in touch, and we can go from there. Lots of love. Bye.